Yo, what is up, family? We are back on some Smite 2. This time we're playing Mordred. I actually have noticed that there are a lot of, I guess, gods, right, that were initially made a video on. Well, I'm talking about other content creators, right? But they don't have like an updated build type of gameplay video, right? Like, for example, Mordred. All the vids on Mordred that you'd find are like 2 months old when Mordred first came out. Maybe a couple here and there, like a month old or so. But I am kind of doing this thing where I'm looking at gods that, as we go ahead and go for an early gank, we force Nua's blink or super early here, which is great. Already a great start. And this was like a Mastery 10 Nua, so this Nua knew how to play Nua. Well, I don't know, actually. All you have to do is play Nua a lot of times, and that's really not hard to do. But as I was saying, this game, this game is with Zapman. Zapman is, if you don't know, he is part of Scrumptious. He's a Smite pro. He plays ADC, so right now he's Donza. And this game, you'll just see how kind of the difference is between a pro player versus a casual. And it kind of just shows the pro player diff as the match goes on. Something you could just pay attention to. However, that's not what I wanted to talk about in this video. I want to talk about the pattern that I see regarding gods that have been posted that were all hype, at first, but they haven't gone through the hype. I was just gonna back off here because there's two of them. There's one of us. We're just instant death there. We're not even gonna try for that camp. We're just gonna go split some farm with Hecate here. And back to what I was saying. Yeah, we don't see that many new videos of old gods, and that's what I want to focus on. And especially in my coming videos, I want to provide more videos regarding like wacky builds, like solo or not solo jungle Ymir build, right? I mean, I think I've done something like that recently, but I also something more traditional as well, like the Hecate mid build, the Hecate mid video build. I think that vid blew up. We're gonna go ahead and gank Hades here, and we'll see what happens. Hades kind of hard person to gank because of his 1 in escapability, and plus he just ults in 1 again, and he can escape super easily. So he's a very hard person to gank, but we're gonna try to kill him throughout this game and help out our Jingwei here. But yeah, back to what I was saying though, like there's a lot of build videos, especially with the Hecate ones, where Hecate, nobody really makes a video on Hecate anymore. And I know that there's a lot of Smite players who are wondering, okay, well, what's the best Hecate build now? Like, what's an updated build? What's a great build? And there's not really a source for that. Unlike Smite 1, you could go to Smite Source, you could go to Smite Fire, you could go to prosmitebuilds.com, and you'll see all the builds. We're gonna go ahead and ult Hecate here. Not Hecate, we're gonna go ahead and ult Nua here, simply because she should be dead. She should be dead here, but simply because she already used her blink, and which is why I think blink, if you're a laner, do not get blink. You're gonna see me bully the hell out of Nua here because her blink is down. Her only escapability is her blink. If she chose to go beads, she would have stayed alive there. She could have just beads my ult and she would have stayed alive there, right? And and her beads would have been up again 2 minutes later. So that's kind of something to think about if you're going blinked. Blink, it's not as OP as you think. It has a super long cooldown. If I'm a jungler and you blink and you're a god like Nua with very little mobility, I will be bullying your lane. As soon as I know your blink is down, you will see me gank every single minute until your blink is back up. So that's also something you want to think about as a jungler. What actives are down? Keep track of that. It adds another layer of skill to the game. And yeah. So anyways, back to my plans. That's kind of what I want to start doing, especially since kind of like these upcoming 2 weeks until the 15th, until we get the new gods. We're not gonna have any new content because one, Hi-Res is on vacation, right? They're human too. It's the New Year's, and once they get back to the studio, they're gonna polish the big beta update. And again, we're gonna go ahead and ult Nua here. Her blink is down. Her blink is now down, so you're gonna see me come back to her lane a couple more times in the next few minutes. And We're gonna go Hydras here because I think Hydras is really good on Mordred. Maybe even maybe I should have gone Poly here actually. But going Hydras again. You could go with Poly if you would like. Maybe it does do a little more damage. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and gank Hades here. The reason why you haven't seen me gank dual lane here a lot is simply because it's Zap, man. It's 6-1. My dual lane is dominating. Why should I take any more farm away from them? We're gonna go ahead and ult Hades here because he ulted. Great Aegis from Hades, and he ends up getting away. Again, like I said, Hades, a very, very hard person to kill, simply because his escapability. So I guess the way we'd want to approach this is, if we do gank him, we want to bait out his one first. Jing Wei has to bait out his one first, and then that's when I can come in. I guess from there, his only escapability would be to ult and then one again. So that's also something to think about. And yeah, I know I haven't posted in the past, what's it, like 4 days now, and again, it's it was the holidays, and you know, there's just a lot of things in life in general right now keeping me busy. I got family coming over. I have work, obviously. I have an IRL job, and also, you know, since Smite 2's player base has gone a little bit lower. You know, not entirely low. We're still at a constant 2K on Steam every day, which if you include console, you can times 5 times 6 that. So about 10K 12K daily players a day, which is great. But because of the kind of low numbers, if you want to call that low numbers, as we go ahead and gank and help out our dual lane here, we see that Zapman is almost, you know, dead. We're gonna go ahead and just clean up some kills here. As a jungler, you want to just kind of be there to clean up the kills. And you know, great on Zapman. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and invade Herc's speed here. As you can see, Herc kind of, if you notice throughout this entire game, Herc kind of prioritizing farm. We know Nua's blink is down. We're just gonna go ahead and ult her right under tower. She's dead, right? I mean, like, this is what happens when you go blink on Nua, or you go blink on Anubis. If you go blink on Ra, especially if you're a mid laner, I will cook you if you're a jungler, and if I know your blink is down, I will gank your lane 24/7 until I see that, you know, your blink is up. And once your blink is up and you use it again, then you're kind of cooked. We're gonna go see if we can kill Herc here. The blue buff wasn't really much of a priority to me. I just wanted to kill Herc, but I guess I could have hit the blue buff with more of my abilities. And we're just gonna go ahead and dive tower here. We have minions tanking. We should be okay here. Herc actually helping me by pulling me towards him, which is super dumb. He should have just kept playing around tower. And speaking of super dumb, I made a super dumb move over here. I should have just backed, but I wanted to help Jingwei. I wanted to see the kill potential we had here, and I didn't realize Hades had ult, so boom, I'm dead. Yeah, that's too bad, and be careful. And we're gonna go ahead and skip this part. But yeah, like I was saying, the next 2 weeks content of Smite 2 in general, in terms of new content, it's gonna be pretty dry because we're waiting on that January 15 update where Joust is in, where Duel is in, where the new God is in. And then from there, I think the end of January is when it starts to become free to play. You know, they're going to polish up the last few things that may occur, and especially with releasing the new Conquest map. And from there, you know, from there, we're just going to go crazy with Smite. I think everybody's just kind of waiting for that free to play release. And it's getting closer and closer. We're less than a month away. We're already in January 2025, by the way. Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, I mean, I also want to be more consistent with my Smite content. I think Nua's blink is up. Yeah, so Nua's blink is up. We're just going to bait that, and we're going to keep on targeting her as we go on through this game. Great ult from Hecate, able to hit Nua. Nua's dead anyways, and her blink is down. Or her blink went down, so great on our team. As you can see, this game's just very dominant. And as you may notice, you know, this video isn't too long. It's like a maybe like 15-16 minute video after editing. And I'm not gonna get through the entire build, obviously, because it's a 16-minute game, but I will be posting the build during the start of this game. If anybody here is still watching, if you guys are still watching, by the way, comment something. Comment like comment. Let's see, what's a random word? Comment peanuts. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna see if we can kill Cupid here. We're gonna go ahead and blink on Cupid. Cupid level 7. We're kind of just bullying Cupid at this point. Cupid should be dead here with Donza, and Zap is here, so we're good. We see that Bacchus kind of blinks. I'm gonna say ultimate is down, but we're still gonna help out in the fight here. Mordred is here, and we're gonna see if actually never mind. We're not helping out. There's 4 people in our lane. We're gonna go ahead and just back up here. Unfortunately, no call out from our Jingwei. We're gonna use our 1 so we can dash. I think I'm having so much fun with Mordred. Mordred is such a fun god to use, and he's I would say he's pretty underrated when it comes to jungling. Not you don't see Mordred at all in pro play. You don't see him in you don't see him in a lot in like casuals or ranked games, especially as a jungler or even a solo laner. So does Mordred need a little bit of a buff? I would say so. I think Mordred is already strong, but if he gets a little bit more of a buff, maybe lower cooldowns, maybe, I don't know, or increase his scaling, then I think that he is, I think he's 1 buff away from becoming a meta god, a meta pick. The only difference, or the only, I guess, bad thing, the only bad thing about Mordred is his, his ult. His ult is very easily counterable, right? We're gonna go ahead, and I should have gone on the Cupid there, but I didn't think I had enough juice in my ult to make it, which is unfortunate. And we're just 2 people here. We don't want to leave our Jingwei behind, so we're gonna go ahead and clear the 2 here. We're gonna sorry, not 2. We're gonna go ahead and clear the blue camp here. We see Hades kind of just trying to pressure our Jingwei. We see Cupid here, and Jingwei using Dagger Frenzy. Cupid, very, very good escapability with a dash, very long dash. And we're going to see if we could just grab camps here. I mean, Hades, a very hard god to kill right now. Level 13, level 13. Margin is level 12, but Cupid kind of throwing for them in this game, right? I mean, I wouldn't blame him. He's leaning up against a pro player. He's getting dominated in the lane, so, it's... I don't blame Cupid, but at the same time, you're going to another lane because you can't handle your lane. I don't think that's ever a good thing to do. You're taking away from farm from the rest of your team. You're putting the rest of your team behind since you're already behind. And we're going to go ahead and help out Zap here. He's alone. It's a 1v3 situation. He's a pretty fed Donza. So we're going to see if we can ult in here. We're going to go ahead and ult Takate, hitting Hercules on the way. We kill both of them with our ult, which is great. And we're gonna see if we can charge up our ult. Once our minions tank, we're gonna go ahead and ult Cupid. He's gonna Aegis Donza 2 with a CC, and from there, we're just gonna go ahead and kill Cupid. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry, it's hard for me to get to the point sometimes because there's so many things going on, and I want to commentate with my thought process throughout this entire thing. But yeah, there's just so many new content coming out in Smite that I'm excited about, and I think, again, like I said, everybody's kind of just waiting on the 2025 big update. And yeah, in the meantime, I mean, I've been playing Path of Exiles 2. It's super fun. If you guys have been on the fence about it, I say get it. It's a $30 early access. It's gonna be in full access. Once it's full access, it'll be free to play, but that won't be till next year. But I too was kind of concerned on if I should get the game or not. And with Path of Exiles 2, because I was like, I never played Path of Exiles 2 before. I've never played Path of Exiles before. I never played Diablo or any type of top-down ARPG games. Am I really gonna get into it? Is it really, should I actually get it? Will I enjoy it, or will it just be a waste of $30? I think the gameplay of it is super fun. I wouldn't say, okay, I would say it's casual friendly. I would say it's casual friendly, but at the same time, they did Grinding Gear Games, GGG, which is the developers of the game, did as we miss our ult throughout for 2 people there. We're gonna blink, but unfortunately still get caught in Hecate ult, but not enough to bring us to tower. I think we should still be okay here. We're gonna go ahead and juke Herc, and yeah, we're okay here. Great shell from our support, and Herc, great stun by our Hecate, and Herc kind of just dies there. Notice how he just didn't panic, and that's also kind of what you notice my kind of juking there, right? Herc, well, what I was thinking there was like Herc thinks that all I'm gonna do is try to run away. So once I get into the bush, I literally do a U-turn and go back the same way. And if you rewind the video, you're gonna see Herc going to the other side, and there it's an F6 here. Already, we were up 11k gold, and kind of just look at the difference here in the scoreboard. Zapman 16, 3, and 5. And I guess you can compare. I know a lot of people clown on Zapman, but the way you can think about it is kind of like that one quote from Brian Scalabrine from the Celtics. He was like, "I'm closer you are to LeBron than you are to me." That's kind of like Zapman. People think that being a pro is super easy. Anybody can be a pro, but there's definitely levels to this. Kudos to Zapman. Great player. GG to him. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I know it's a bit short. Again, Happy New Year's. I hope you'd let me know what you think of the plan of posting older gods for now with updated builds. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you, family. Oh, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and sub if you like the content. All right. Peace out, family.